Jeff Bowser to score. Cubs up 2-1. Top four, Browns next at bat. Didn't like the strike call by Joe West.
Hey, I better say something.
Has a little word there, and West says, "See ya." Right if you find work. Have a good evening. Bruce Bochy came out to protest his starting pitcher getting tossed, and he too was ejected from the proceedings.
10 games. He also had 5 NFL interceptions. 2 batters later, Trinidad Hubbard on Kevin Walker. Kevin Walker's throw inside, and then he plunks him. Plunked him on the 3-0 pitch. Walker, done, tossed. San Diego skipper Bruce Bochy also tossed. Hitting 200 consecutive games for Rebel A without a home run, and he yokes it to left. Perez goes back, but the same fan is at this ball game.
He just went down the coast.
Take another look. It looks like fan interference with Perez, but it's ruled a game-tying homer. Rebel A, 15th career homer in his 800th career game.
That's a bad call.
Bad call. Bruce Bochy argued and got tossed.
3-0, 1-0 pitch to Phil Nevin. Kirk Reeder gets a called strike. Nevin, who came into the game hitting an NL Best 4th at team, doesn't like it. Bruce Bochy doesn't like it, yelling at Mike Everett, the home plate ump. Bochy comes out to argue, but to no avail. Later, Nevin's at bat. That's a 2-2 pitch, and Reeder strikes out Nevin. Nevin upset at the earlier call, and he will go after the home plate ump. He would have to be restrained by his teammates and by umpire John.
By Nevin into second, he's safe. Ray Langford.
Langford lines to right.
This will be interesting.
Sean Green throwing. Nevin's. He's in. No. Boy, it looked like that foot hit home. Mike Winters called him out.
Well, Sean Green, who plays probably one of the deepest right fields in baseball, you'd like to see a little bit better angle here where you can see instead of having to look through the catcher to see which gets there first. Looks like
I think Bochy gets tossed in this situation instead of
meeting the starter for the Pods very first pitch to Pujols, 66 mile an hour, plunker, and immediately he is tossed by the ump. Considerable angst as you see between Pujols and Bennett, shoving, benches come out. Was this all intentional, you think? Eaton, as we said, 11 pitches, he's done, didn't even need a shower. Bruce Bochy, he's going to get tossed for arguing everything.
Better. Padre baseball, it's family fun. Top 7, 1 on, 1 out, same score. Levon Hernandez attempts the bunt. Scott Linebrink falls on his way to field the ball. Hernandez jumps over him. Ramon Hernandez picks it up, throws Levon out at first, and we've got a discussion because Levon thinks he's safe. Frank Robinson obviously thinks he's safe. Linebrink called for obstruction. Levon safe at first. Bruce Bochy, his turn to argue now. He's going to get the heave.
5-zip, next batter, J.D. Klosser, drilled. Mike DeMuro, I think it's time for you to leave. Bruce Bochy came out and argued, and there's a little frustration with San Diego the way they're playing after the Cardinals rolled them and the Rockies get a victory here on Sunday.
That slip is
down and in. And that's back through the middle. And now the ball is bobbled. Here's a throw. He gone. Well, Phil Nevin getting up and arguing. I think that's purely out of embarrassment because he's gunned down. Nice quick recovery by Aaron Rowan. A little got to be more embarrassment for Phil Nevin just because he was thrown out. That's exactly what it was.
Dave Roberts facing Ryan Matz and Damian Jackson on first. Roberts with a base hit. Jackson overruns the bag at second, tries to get back, makes it there safely, but then they call him out. Well, what happened? Let's take a look at it. Jackson tries to beat the throw. He goes outside of the baseline. Jackson can't believe he's out, but he has to. Bruce Bochy had to believe it too. And the Padres go down 3-2.
Here's Steve Klein on the mound. Bottom of the 8th. Just misses on the 1-2 pitch to Mark Ellis. Klein thought it should have been strike 3. And you know what happens. Lose a little focus. Lose the baseball. Ellis, second career grand slam. And Klein immediately begins to go after home plate umpire Bill Miller. Miller's not on my team, by the way. Still arguing. Held back by the pitching coach, Dave Righetti. And there's Bonds. Barry Bonds, the good teammate he is, taking care of Klein. He just pushed him off the field. I mean, right down the runway. A's win big. For more on Barry's night, what he can look forward to Saturday, here's Pedro Gomez.
Down 4-1. Here's Bonds in the on-deck circle. Ray Durham Grounder off the pitcher's mound. Derek Jeter to first, but Durham called out by first base umpire Phil Cuzzy. Jeter would leave the game with a sprained hip. He's day-to-day. Durham doesn't like the call. Bruce Bochy coming out. He doesn't like it either. Take another look. Miguel Cairo's foot appears to come off the bag before he catches the ball. Bochy gets tossed.
Keep him from scoring the go-ahead run, and that hit him. The Mets are going to complain that he swung, and that is the ruling. The first base umpire, Hunter Wendelstedt, said, yeah, you swung. So he will not be allowed to go to first. Bruce Bochy's going to come out and argue this call.
If he swings and it hits him, he's out. The question is, did he swing?
No.
He did not.
And the plate umpire ruled that he did not, but Hunter Wendelstedt overruled him, and now has thrown Bruce Bochy out of the game. Really, and this should be 2, and is. No! Well, he said he came back up with it, but it looked like he was off the bag when he did.
That's a horrible call.
Bochy went out and had a problem with Hahn. Hahn blew the call the first time, and did he blow it this time?
He did. He reaches down, and he pulls his foot from the bag, and Hahn, for the second time tonight, has blown a call, and it has favored the Dodgers.
And he goes, and now he stops, and the throw to first. And no, they called him safe. Unbelievable.
Pidgey Molina is just livid, and here comes Bruce Bochy for the third time this series.
Unbelievable.
Gary Darling, the crew chief, making the call. And the skipper just got tossed.
I think he's been hacked off for 3 days.
The base is loaded.
Yeah, that more than anything else. That's a fair ball down the first base side. One run will score. That's Valentine. Another run will score. That's Hannigan. A 2-run single for Homer Bailey. Marvin Hudson, and now the crew chief, Angel Hernandez. But Bruce Bochy with his hat off now over there near first base.
I think he may already be thrown out of the game. I think that he's been ejected already, and he's just getting his 2 cents in.